Um, Next up, we have Lamar Jackson. He made a Twitter post and shared to his fans that he requested a trade as of March 2nd. And he has not been interested in meeting the value. He feels like they haven't met the value of his contract. He feels that he deserves a max deal. He won MVP. I mean, he did win MVP, and he wants that extension. How do you feel? Like,
I thought that this was really interesting, and I kind of wanted to get your opinion on this.
Yeah.
Because this isn't something that you've seen until recently of NFL players saying, I'd like to go to this team, I'd like to go to that team, I'd like to leave this team.
Yeah.
Like, they've said it before, but now it feels like they have so much more power over where they're going to go. And it's almost kind of like the NBA now.
Yeah, it definitely is. And Lamar Jackson, he is one of the best quarterbacks in this league right now.
Of course, 2019 MVP.
You know, and I mean, it seems like he's already proven himself to that, that he's one of the greatest, winning MVP, I mean, and making it to the playoffs. I feel as though he does deserve the max contract, and it's just like, okay, what he felt like, okay, what else do I need to prove to get that max contract from, so it's like, I mean,
you see that chatter on the internet, though, and everyone's saying he's a running back who can throw the football, but that's completely wrong. He's a quarterback.
No, he's definitely a quarterback. He definitely can throw bullets. He just happens to have that speed and ability. I mean, honestly, I feel like he can play the wide receiver position or maybe even running back as well. He's just entertaining to watch. Beating through traffic, so I think he's definitely a valuable player.
Robert Griffin III, RG3, who's now a sports analyst, had actually agreed with his fellow analysts that Lamar had better scrambling ability than he did.
Yeah.
And RG3, he used to just bust games wide open.
Yeah, it's like Lamar has that talent. It's that talent that, you can't really find like that, as far as like the fact that, okay, he has an arm, but he can run too. He can run, so it's like, and if you can't get it to anybody, he can definitely get through and try to make something happen. And that's what I like about him. I feel like he does deserve that max deal. However, the only thing, he has a lot of he just had an ACL injury. He has a lot of prone injuries, so that kind of breaks the value down a little bit. So it's like, I mean, how do you feel?
Well, people blame his physical rushing style for a lot of these injuries, I know. Mm-hmm. And I just think I think he's kind of getting a bad deal at the moment. Yeah. Because I feel like he's being kind of pigeonholed as just specifically that running back and a quarterback body.
Yeah.
And people are forgetting about the fact that he also quarterbacks, and that's kind of what needs to be focused on. And I think that's why he's in this strange limbo that he's in with the teams. He wants to be traded, but the question is anyone going to give Baltimore the draft picks that it takes to get a starting quarterback?
Right. So, I mean, if I was the Ravens, like I said, I definitely would weigh my options, but I would definitely, if we don't find that good quarterback to substitute for him, I say make your player happy. Figure it out. I mean, that's usually how it goes. Make your player happy so that, your team doesn't. Because once you don't have a quarterback, it's tough. You
look at teams like the Houston Texans, for example. Yeah. The Jets recently have had some struggles with quarterback. They're looking at possibly bringing in Aaron Rodgers.
They definitely want him, and I think he's definitely going to sign with them. I think so. Before his stats, I mean, he had 12,000 passing yards in his whole career, only 38 interceptions. He had over 100 touchdowns. I mean, that's pretty impressive passing yards. Like I said, everybody's talking about him right now. I definitely feel like he deserves that max deal. But the question is, can y'all deal with future injuries? Is he worth that deal? As far as that. And which team would, wants to grab him?
Who do you think will be the next, after Lamar Jackson gets his contract and gets paid, who's going to be the next quarterback up to get his new contract?
New contract?
Maybe somebody like the Patriots?
Yeah. I think so.
Mac
I think
Jones?
they were saying he wanted to go to the Patriots. So I mean, they probably I think so.
I read here on ProFootballTalk.com, the NBC Sports.
Yeah.
They're saying that the Patriots are not interested, that they don't want to give up the draft picks, because I know Bill Belichick, he really values having draft picks over like having starters and all of that.
Yeah,
and that's kind of one of his draft strategies is he'll trade for picks instead of trading for players.
Players, right?
And also just the rivalry though between Baltimore and New England.
England, yeah, it is kind of a bad taste. But nah, I say I think he belongs to like he'll probably be good for like maybe the Dolphins.
Colts.
Colts.
They need a
The
quarterback.
Falcons wanted him too, I think. They were saying something about the Falcons, so I feel like that'll be good too, because what you have Julio still, you have pretty good little team, so I mean, that'll work too. Yeah, that definitely work. But we'll see, you guys. Hopefully he gets that max deal. I feel like he deserves it.
Do you think it's gonna maybe be close to the draft? Like maybe teams want to see what they're able to do in the draft before they reach out to him?
Yeah, I think so too. And it's the fact that he been requested a trade March 2nd. I mean, that's kind of a while back.
He was ready to go.
Yeah, he was ready. I guess, I don't know, it kept it low key. He didn't get to speak out about it until, I guess, now. So it's like, you know. But yeah, I had a feeling about that. I knew he didn't want to be there. You know, because it's like, it's just that bad energy there. You feel me? So it's just like he gave his all to that team, and he doesn't feel appreciated, basically. So, yeah, I mean.
And then there's also Mike Fisher was talking about this through Sports Illustrated. And he was saying that at a certain point, people stop aligning themselves with the quarterback and they start thinking about the team.
Right.
Because it's more so about the team, and if his absence starts to hurt the team, then the fans might start siding more with the Ravens than they side with Jackson.
Jackson,
And
right.
that could definitely be an issue.
Yeah, injuries, that's the only thing. It's like these star players, you know, they're very valuable, but if they're injury prone like that, then the value begins to decrease. And nobody wants an injured player over a fresh new, you know, draft. So, like I said, but I definitely think he deserves that max deal.
Baltimore, they made the playoffs with him injured, I believe, this last season.
Yeah, they did. Like I said, I definitely think he deserves it. I mean, hopefully somebody or the Ravens just might, you know, finally say, all right, we'll give you the deal. Maybe give him a short contract, maybe 2-3 year. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, next topic we have.